It's happening. Hi guys, Solomon Sage here, and today we are going to talk about why most South African traders fail to pass FTMO challenges and other prop firms.
On cable, go ahead, do it. Dollar franc, maybe peso, 10% for the maker. From the fruits of your labor, go ahead, do it. Jezebel, she can whisper, don't wait, kamba sister. She likufaya pano, go ahead, do it. Talk less, try listen. Pay attention to the vision. Keep it cooking in the kitchen. Go ahead, do it. Right side on the left lane, right choice on the left lane. My God covers your sin. Go ahead.
You know, South Africa is the heart of trading when it comes, to bringing out what is happening. It has got more successful traders, and it is the country that brings more trends when it comes to trading. You know, when it comes to trading nasdaq, it's South Africans that brought it. When it comes to trading volatility 75 indices, it's South Africans that brought it. And fundamental trading, South Africans that brought it, And now they bring the latest, but now the current trend is all about prop firms. But why is it that most big fishes that we know about do not succeed prop firms? We all know they are trying and they are failing, or else they would have shown it to us. The reality of the matter is that most of them, not all of course, but most of them are failing. And what's the reason why they are failing? This is what we are going to talk about in this video. Okay, so to start with, you need to understand one thing. Many traders that are at the top of the game came from a background of poverty. Many of us, we are struggling to even find capital to trade, and it's the reality across the entire Africa. And for us to make it big, we had to risk big. And South Africa brought a culture that said you need to risk it all. You need to barcode for you to make it big. So that strategy works in flipping account. You see many people flipping account and all that. But it's not the strategy. When it comes to prop firms, passing prop firm has got nothing first to do with strategy. This one, I can guarantee you that. It has got nothing to do first with strategy. And I'm not talking like that as a person who doesn't know things about prop firm. I'm a funded trader and I've been funded with more than one prop firms. So I know what I'm talking about. So when it comes to passing prop firms, it has got nothing first to do with a strategy. It has got everything to do with your management of risk. And we know that most of our traders from there do not know how to manage risk. They skip the school of lot size calculation. We risk it all, that we do not know how to get into risk reward ratio, into lot size calculation, into the discipline of staying. You see, when you are used to flipping accounts, you no longer care about what lot size you are putting for you to manage a certain percentage of your account. And this is one of the things that many of our traders that side are failing to do, because they have that culture of risk it all. It has worked in live account. I'm not saying that they don't know how to trade. They know how to trade, but prop firms is a whole new ball game. It is a horse of a different color, and that one has got everything to do with risk management. And now, if indeed you have been stuck, and if indeed you want to venture into prop firms, I am going to tell you what you need to do, how you need to approach the market for you to be able to pass prop firms.
What did you say? What did you say?
Imagine you are going to a supermarket to buy loan. Wait to see what is about. Maybe just go and grab one there and put it. Okay, so now that you have known that many people are failing prop firms, not only in South Africa, but across the globe, you need to also know how to pass the prop firms, especially if you have that risk management of risking it all, barcoding and everything that has to do with that. Indeed, you cannot change immediately from barcoding to risking just a certain percentage of your trade and all that. Sometimes the discipline might require a lot from you. But if indeed you have that mentality and you believe that it can help you in some ways, this part is for you. So now, here is what you need to do. For the sake of an example, let's take a 50K. So once you have a 50,000 challenge, a 50,000 US dollar challenge, what happens is that they give us a maximum drawdown of 10%. This is generally a maximum drawdown of 10%, which is 5,000. They give you a target for the first phase, which is 10%, which is 5,000. We are talking about a 50K, okay? So now they tell you that for the second one, you need to have at least a 5% target. The first target in 30 days, the second target in 60 days. And they give you a leverage of 1 to 100, okay? That's what they do. And you're like, wow, that's amazing, just 10%. But you need to look at it from another window, okay? One thing that you need to know is this. The biggest secret that you need to know about prop firms is this. The maximum drawdown, that's your real money. What does it mean? It means that once now you begin to look at it from another window, you realize that in the 50K, the maximum drawdown is 10%, which is 5K. That 5K, that's your real money, because you cannot use the remaining 45,000 because it is not yours. Once you breach, it's gone. Now, the key that is there is that it is still helpful for leverage. Now, maximum drawdown. Let's say, for example, you consider yourself not having a 50K but a 5K because you know that's the money you have. So, if having considered that your money is 5K, so you realize that your first target, which was 10%, is now 100%. And your other target, which was 5%, is now 50%. So which means if you know that you have 5,000, your first target is to make 100% of that 5,000, which is another 5K. And the second one is to make 50% of that 5,000, which is 2,500. And the maximum drawdown is to blow the entire money. You get it? And the goodness is that there's no margin call if you consider it that way. And the leverage, instead of it being 1 to 100, it is indeed 1 to 1,000. That's how you should look at prop firms. Once you look at it in such a way, you begin to look at things differently. You begin to analyze things differently. And you see that indeed you can be able to approach it in a certain way. Like that, you can be able to risk. The majority of people fail because they believe that they still have that 50K, because in actual sense, they have only a 5K. Okay, we're not talking about daily drawdown, I'm talking about maximum drawdown, 5K. And once now you have that capability of risking it all, don't go with the mentality of thinking that you're 50K and you're just reaching 10%. No, go with the mentality of telling yourself that I only have 5K and I need to double that money. That's my objective, and I should not breach the daily drawdown. And once you go with that mentality, especially if you have the South African way of trading, you are indeed going to make a lot of money.
Came to let the people know. Whole team about to go. It's only one way to go. And we go the whole now. 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 We go the whole now.
Okay guys, I hope you have really enjoyed the video. If you've really liked it, I would want you to return the favor by liking this video and subscribing to this channel so that you can have many of such contents. I look forward to seeing you again. See you soon.
Automatic. Good automatic. Automatic.